Right, so hello, I'm sat here with Will Scobie. It's Friday the 26th. We're down in Morellis at the minute. How you doing, Will?
Not too bad.
Just back from conference, yeah?
Yeah, no, it's been good.
All good? Was it all good?
Yeah, very, very good conference. Some really solid proposals come out from the lay party about how we can fix national NHS, which is very important in East Kent because obviously we've had a lot of trouble with CQC investigation, branding as inadequate. Obviously staff being stretched really, really thinly. They don't have enough time. And so bringing in 20,000 more nurses, 7,000 more GPs is exactly what we need in the NHS.
Yeah, absolutely. We do need more people in the NHS. Right, big issue of the day seems to be all over the front of the Thanet Gazette. Hang on, there it is. Sold again. So the airport's been sold. What do you think? What's going on?
It's a bit of a bolt out of the blue, but you know, my position on all of this has been the same. We need jobs locally. We have a much higher regional and southeast unemployment level. We are one of the low wage black spots. Over 40% of people are paid below the minimum wage, living wage, apologies. And we need jobs locally. We don't just need jobs, we need jobs for local people, we need well paid jobs. Anything that can bring in jobs locally.
Yeah, but what about the planes flying? What about keeping the planes flying?
Well, my approach has always been to focus on the jobs argument. You know, it is a huge site. Obviously, we want it as an airport, and throughout this process, I've been saying that if a CPO is legal, we should go ahead with it.
Right. Okay. So if
this is a game changer.
This is a game changer. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
This is the thing that sort of like changes everything. Planes, no flying.
Once we have more details, if this bid is serious, about £1 billion coming into the local economy, 4,000 more jobs, and they are well-paid jobs that are going to local people. And this, I think could be a game changer.
And what do you think about the whole proposal of homes? You know, it's not just going to be a business park, it's going to be homes as well.
Again, we need to see the details, because I know on the current Discovery Park, they are talking about having executive homes as well for people who are actually working there.
So live workspace.
Yeah, so it's not like going out on the open market. These are homes specifically for the business park. And if they came forward with a proposal like that, then we may need to consider it. If they came forward just with a housing estate on the side as an enabling development, that I would have concerns
Huge
about.
high-rise flats, wallop, there you go. Yeah? No, is that not what we want?
No, because that is prime industrial land. It's been used for that purpose for 100 years, and we need to retain that as far as possible.
What about the whole issue everyone keeps worrying about, the aquifer? If all of a sudden you start concreting over that, we're not going to get enough water for Thanet. What do you make of that?
Well, I've had a couple of meetings with people about that. I mean, we've just got to see the details. The problem is at the moment, too much of this is speculation. We need to have concrete details. Sorry for the use of the word concrete again. We need details, and then we can start making some decisions. But on the face of it, £1 billion investment, 4,000 jobs. If they have plans to back that up, we cannot easily say no to that.
All right then, so the horrible question. Iris. Is she going to have to soon go to people and tell them that we're not going to be doing a CPO?
I think TDC's position and Iris's position have been the same throughout. We want to see something good happen on that side. And at the time, Anne Glow didn't have plans coming forward. So that's why we were working with River Oak and other people to possibly go for a CPO. If we see details coming forward from this new company, and they've actually got plans to do this, then we need to listen very seriously to that.
Right, okay, thanks Will, that's Manston done, cool. Quick one, Pleasure Armour last night, Overview and Scrutiny Committee, all of a sudden Pleasure Armour might actually be being developed quite soon. What do you make of that?
The most important thing is that we actually get something happening for Ramsgate. We've had a lost decade of nothing happening on that site. It is an absolute eyesore. We've lost one of our most valuable assets in Ramsgate. I think it being there really does bring down that whole front. And hopefully we can get something to happen there.
And what do you think of the current scheme, the one that's actually in at the minute, the drawings? Do you like them?
I don't think it's perfect, but I don't think there's many developments that are perfect. I think a lot of us would want more community space. We'd want more access for people, but that is what we're dealing with at the moment. That's what they've got planning permission for. That's what they've got a development agreement for. And to go back to the drawing board could take years of legal wrangles, and it's time we just don't have. You know, we want something to be done in Ramsgate. We don't want another decade lost to legal arguments and wrangles.
So something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
You see, some people sit there and say it might actually be worth waiting another couple of years just to sort of like see what goes on, just to try and get these people out and then get a completely re-evaluated scheme. No?
I don't agree with that at all. I think, you know, we have lost a decade of Ramsgate seafront. And you know, obviously we shouldn't charge headlong into the first person that comes forward, and there needs to be due diligence done and this looked into very seriously. But the idea that we should just sit back for 2 years and wait and see is, I don't agree with that at all.
Cool. Okay, I think that's pleasure armour sort of pretty much tied up. All right, I've got to do it. Competition. So obviously you're standing for an MP in South Thanet. Craig McKinley, Ian Driver, Nigel Askew now, and the reality party, Bez's reality party, and Nigel Farage.
And Russ Timpson.
And Russ Timpson, my apologies, I got a bit stuck up on the reality party. Thoughts? Looking forward to it?
I think I'm very much looking forward to it. I mean, I'm standing to try and represent my local area, the place where I've lived my entire life, where I went to school, where I work, where I got married. So it's a very exciting time for me, and I am confident I've got a team around me to win, and we are going absolutely 100% to win. We have our office every single week. We have 30, 40, 50 activists coming in, volunteering, campaigning. We get lots of support from the National Party. We are in it to win it, and I tell you, the feeling on the doorstep is that we are going to do it.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Anything you'd like to finally say?
No.
No. Well, thank you very much indeed, sir. Wish you luck, and I'll speak to you again soon.